John, how much we're looking forward to being back at Ewood on Tuesday night and the chance to bounce back from the weekend at Oxford.
Yeah, everyone's looking forward to the game. You know, we're up against a real top quality team, a very good squad of players, and obviously with a new manager there now, they're doing well. So we're really looking forward to the challenge ahead.
How different is this Coventry side now? Mark Robins has been there so long, and yet Frank Lampard, not long since taken over. Have you seen much of a difference in them?
I think you look at the Coventry squad, it's a very good squad. You know, they've invested very heavily in it over the last season or so. You know, so I don't think the team's that much different to when we played them. They've still got quality players. You know, they're on a good run at the moment as well. So yeah, we know we're up against one of the top performers in the league on their day.
How much confidence do we take from the victory over Portsmouth? Performances at home have been good, but to get back to winning ways on home soil?
Yeah, listen, it's just important that we're really competitive against them. Obviously, we're down on numbers a little bit, and the lads, you know, who will come in will be ready for the game and they're ready to perform. Listen, I think all season we've struggled to have a fully fit squad. Whoever's come in has been very, very good. This won't be any different now. You know, it's all about the championship. It's very challenging, you know, and it's important that we don't use any excuses. We have to give our best, and if our best's good enough on the day, then, you know, that's all I ask for.
Is it testament to the squad that we have been able to cope with the loss of key players at times and still be where we are in the table?
Of course it is. You've got to remember at the start of the season we were favourites for relegation, you know, and this group felt disrespected with that. You know, it gave us something to fight for and roll our sleeves up, and I think up to now, you know, I think we've been very good. You know, consistency is the key. We've got another really tough home game coming up, but one we're really looking forward to, and whoever puts the shirt on Tuesday will be ready.
How much of motivation has that been for you and the squad, the fact that we were written off so early on in the season, to keep proving people wrong throughout?
Yeah, I think no one likes to be disrespected and told they're not very good. So listen, the group that we've got here are fantastic to work with. Their attitudes every day are a different class. You know, I think you can see even when we've been losing games or we've lost games, the fight, the spirit's still there. You know, so the group that we're working with are very great to work with, and we can't wait for the next run of games.
Have you sensed the change in the outside perception of the team given what we've done this season at all?
Yeah, definitely. I think going into the second half of the season, teams have obviously changed the way they play against us, which is great. You know, it shows that we've been doing something very well. You know, so we have to keep that level of consistency, you know, and I think what we're all about is that we just keep going to the end, and that's all I ask for. Let's be competitive in every game. You know, we have a game plan. It's not always going to work, but, you know, as long as the lads show that level of commitment, which the fans and which I want to see, you know, I think that's all we can ask for.
Have you sensed that particularly at Ewood Park when visiting sides come, they have a different approach now than perhaps they would on the start of the season?
Yeah, possibly. You know, I think we've played all the top teams at home, and we've played a lot of teams down the bottom at home as well. So, you know, every game is a challenge. Tuesday's game will be no different. As I've said, we're up against a squad that have been invested very heavily over the summer. Got some top quality players, spent millions of pounds. You know, so again, it's a really good challenge for us to see where we're at.
How fine are the margins in the Championship this season between winning and losing games of football? Because you look at the table and it is incredibly tight.
It is, but that's the Championship. You know, week in, week out, I think it just shows anyone can beat each other. And as I say, getting that level of consistency is key. You know, and that's something that we've got to keep aiming for. Particularly
at home, how much focus do we now put on that between now and the end of the season? I guess it's been there for the larger part, but when you get to this stage and there is a prize in sight, a target in sight, does it become even more important perhaps? Yeah, it does. You know, we've got 19 huge games coming up, you know, and the home fans are going to play such a big role in our success this year. You know, on Saturday I think there was 2,000 fans at Oxford, and, you know, it's fantastic support and we really appreciate that. Unfortunately we couldn't get the result that we wanted, but you can really see that connection between the fans and the players, and that's what I did ask for when I first came in, and that's growing. And, you know, during the difficult moments in all the home games and away games coming up, we're going to need them to be the 12th man. How much do we need to enjoy the ride? Can you do that when you're at this stage of the season, when we want to be challenging for the top six? Is that a key part of it? Absolutely. Everyone's got to enjoy the ride. You know, it's during the difficult moments, the tough defeats, whatnot. You know, we've got to enjoy being a top 5 team at the moment, and we've got to enjoy showing everyone how good we are. We've got to enjoy
keep proving people wrong. You know, we're down to bare bones in the squad, but again, enjoy stepping in and being the man. You know, we spoke about that throughout the season. This group are a team of fighters, you know, and whoever comes in are ready for action, and it won't be any different on Tuesday.
What's the news on Sonny after the weekend?
Unfortunately, Sonny obviously came off with his hamstring. He's been scanned this morning, so we'll have to get the results of that later, but you know, he's certainly not going to be available for Tuesday.
Is there anybody able to come back into the fold for Tuesday night or the weekend?
No, there won't be anyone at the moment. No, everyone, you know, we're getting players back, of course we are, but they're still maybe a week or so away from joining back in the group.